Hello. Today's lesson is on the difference between phonetics and phonology. We need to make this distinction because both subjects or both branches of linguistics are about sound, but they are different branches. Therefore, we need to distinguish the difference. Notice that in this chart that you can see, um, we have phonology on the one hand and phonetics on the other hand. And it says that phonology is an abstract study. It is abstract because we talk about sounds, but we talk more about the idea or the concept of sounds. While phonetics is concrete because we hear the actual sounds pronounced by people or by ourselves. So, while phonetics studies real, physical, actual sounds, phonology studies sound concepts. The second one says phonology studies the rules of sound combination. Phonology studies which sound combinations are possible in your language and which combinations are not. For example, this combination in the chat section, ST is rare in Spanish. So the word street in English is difficult for Spanish speakers, and we tend to say street, street. Why? Because ST is not a typical combination. That's the object of study of phonology. While phonetics, on the other hand, studies how sounds are produced, which parts of the oral tract are involved in the sound production of each sound of each language. And remember, there are more than 7,000 languages around the world, each of them with their own inventory of sounds. So, how sounds are produced and perceived. And then it says that phonology studies phonemes and that phonetics studies allophones. What are they? Well, I need to stop presenting to show you what they are. And I have them. Let me open the the picture, which is what I want to present. Here, let me see. Here. Very good. So I'm presenting now. There. Yeah, you can see that. Okay. Let me see if I can enlarge it. I don't know how to do it. Ah, there. Very good. There. Okay. As you can see, there is a group of friends here. These friends are from different countries. The lady on the left is from Argentina. The man next to her is from Peru. And the two other people are from Paraguay. Notice that the man is around 50 years old and the lady from Paraguay is around 20. So there is an age difference between the two of them. It happens that the four of them are thinking on exactly the same thing. They are thinking on a llave. Okay? The thing is that when they speak, when they produce the sounds, they sound different. The Argentinian lady says llave. The Peruvian guy says llave, llave, like me fui a una pollada, señorita Laura, like that. And then the old Paraguayan man says llave, and the 20-year-old Paraguayan lady says llave with a Y, llave, like this. So the four of them pronounce differently. So, summarizing them, all of them think on the letter L, and they have the concept, the idea of the letter L in their minds, but when they pronounce them, they have different physical sounds. So, to these mental ideas, to these mental concepts of sounds, we call phonemes. And to the actual sounds, to the sound varieties, the sound realizations, we call allophones. That's the difference. Okay, so let's go back to the lesson, which is this one, so that you can see it. There. Okay, so phonology studies the mental abstract concepts of sounds, and phonetics studies the physical sounds. Now, phonemes are transcribed phonemically. We say that there is a phonemic transcription when we see in dictionaries how to pronounce sounds. Phonology is prescriptive, is similar to grammar. It tells you the correct pronunciation, the way you must pronounce. Dictionaries do that. They provide you with the phonemic transcription of the word so that you can read, ideally, read the transcription and be able to pronounce correctly. While phonetics also has transcriptions, but they are called phonetic transcriptions. They are transcribed between brackets. Notice that phonemic transcriptions use slant bars, and phonetic transcriptions use brackets. And these transcriptions are just representations of the way people speak. For example, I could write a phonemic transcription between bars of the word llave. But then I could write the different varieties of the word llave. I could write llave, 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 chave. Four different varieties, four different allophonic variations, four different phonetic transcriptions. Okay. Notice what it says next. Phonemes are represented by slant bars. Allophones are represented by square brackets. Okay. So, what are they? Let's go back, scroll down. So, phonemes constitute the mental representation of sounds, is the concept of a sound regarding meaning, and allophones physical realization of phonemes. Allophones are real, audible sounds as they are pronounced. If we change phonemes, the interpretation of the message changes. And I will write that in the chat section. Notice that if I write, for example, bed, this is one word. But if I change one phoneme, one sound, and I say pet instead, the meaning changes. The meaning has changed. Bed and pet are two separate words, two separate meanings. Now, if I keep I keep this example of chave, llave, llave, llave. Notice that we're changing allophones. We're changing certain sound variations, but they don't change the meaning. The meaning is exactly the same. That's why it says in the theory, swapping allophones does not alter interpretation of the message. Okay? So phonemes are mental ideas and they belong to phonology, while allophones belong to phonetics because it's related to talking. Okay, very good. And here we have some check questions. What is the difference between phonetics and phonology? Well, phonology is abstract, is part of grammar, is prescriptive, studies rules of sound combination. Phonetics is part of linguistics, is descriptive, is about concrete sounds. It studies real physical sounds as they are produced. What are phonemes? Phonemes are a mental representation of sounds. What are allophones? Sound variations, actual physical sound variations. Which can we hear, allophones or phonemes? We can hear allophones, not phonemes because phonemes are ideas. How do we represent allophones? With square brackets. How do we represent phonemes? With slant bars like this. Which one do you find in a dictionary? Phonemes. You have pen. How to pronounce pen? Like this. This is what you get. Notice that if you look for the word pen in a regular dictionary, it says like this, then like this, and then the pronunciation. Okay. What does the N stand for? It stands for noun. Pen is a noun and is pronounced pen, like this. Very good. So this lesson on difference between phonetics and phonology is about precisely this. The next lesson is about the oral tract.